Guys, the Chickens here. We're back today with another home gym video. In today's video, guys, we're going to be talking about what is kind of in the background over there. You can see it. Adjustable dumbbells. So this is something I've been looking into the last little bit. That's kind of, I think, probably the next like big piece that expensive piece that I need or that I'm going to get. So yeah, I'm going to talk about kind of which ones I think are the best, some that are slept on, different things like that. And yeah, so first I'll talk about my plan, I guess. So I'll spin this around. You can see this, this empty spot way over here in front of the combo rack. So based on what my plan is I'm going to get a pair of adjustable dumbbells. I looked at getting like a full rack and stuff. It's just too expensive. So I mean, anyone that has a home gym, I don't think there's, if you really want dumbbells, I don't think there's any reason to get a full rack over a set of adjustables, just because of the cost and size, etc. I mean, it's just too expensive at the end of the day. So based on what my plan is for this space is to get a set of adjustable bells, an adjustable bench, and I'm going to get, I think, either one or two single column cable machines, and see how that works. But yeah, so that's why I wanted to talk about this today, was because that's kind of my plan for the next thing I'm going to get. So now there's kind of different like tiers of adjustable dumbbells. So first, I'm going to go from what I think is the best to some other options that might be good as well. So there's first off, I think the best choice overall right now is going to be the commercial power blocks with the knurled handle. I mean, it's got the quick adjustments. I have used them in the past. They're easy to, people say they're awkward because they're like the box kind of cube thing. I get that for some exercises, but I mean, like 99% of the stuff that you're going to do, it's not going to be an issue. So I think that's probably your best bet currently. So they are expensive. I think it's like $2,500 for a pair of the commercial ones in Canada, anyways. So that would be my my number one choice right now. Then we have the Iron Masters, which a lot of people like, and I think in terms of like an actual dumbbell, that's probably the best. Your best bet in terms of something that's really similar, gives that feel, like the power blocks that we just said, that they're blocks, right? So they can be a little bit awkward for some things, but yeah, if you really want like the feel of a dumbbell, the Iron Masters are probably going to be your best bet at the moment. The only problem with them is the way they work. You got to spin them in a little bit, so they can be kind of clunky. Takes a little bit longer to change, and I mean, when you're looking at adjustable dumbbells, that's the whole thing. That's the whole point of why you're getting the expensive ones, right? Versus we go all the way to the bottom, the cheap spin lock ones with the 1-inch plates that you just screw into each other. Those are a pain. I had those. They lasted me all of like, I don't know. I got them when I first started. I just wanted to get some stuff when the pandemic hit. I was like, all right, I'll just get some cheap dumbbells and a bench, and at least I can do some upper body stuff, goblet squats or whatever. I'll give them 5 for a couple months, or however long this lasts. Ended up being a little bit longer than that, but regardless, they're just a pain to use, and they got the nub that sticks out on the end that just digs right into your leg if you're using enough weight that you need to kick them up with your legs. Not a good fit. I mean, if if your budget is super tight, it's a lot better than nothing, right? So I don't want to say that they're that terrible, but I mean, they would definitely be at the lowest ranking on the list. So there's that's how I would do it. I would say the power blocks number 1, Iron Masters number 2. Then number 3 is kind of widespread. It's all this, like, I'll just refer to them as the Dumbbells. He's showing power blocks now, of course, but it's like that Dumbbell style where it's like the quick spin adjustment, which looks awesome. It's got the feel, well, I don't know how it feels, but it's got the look of an actual dumbbell. So I mean, no difference there going from a real dumbbell to this style. I don't know what to call the style. It's just kind of, I'm just gonna say Dumbbell because I think they're the most kind of well known, I guess, in that kind of space. But there's a few others that use the same kind of style. I think Coop actually just reviewed. There's one that's been around for a while, but It's called MX55. But the problem with all of these things is, yeah, they're you know, they're the right shape. The adjustment is even faster than the power blocks. But one, which I think is the biggest problem, is they seem to only go up to 80 pounds. I've yet to see one that goes over 100 pounds. So I think that if you're going to get a set of adjustable dumbbells, it's got to go up to, you know, at least over 100, 120 preferably. You know, I'm not good at benching. I don't have a ton of upper body strength. You know, my best bench is like 250, and I think my best like dumbbell press is 80s for like sets of 8. So I don't understand why this isn't like a bigger issue for more people, that they only go up to 80 pounds. That just seems way too light. You know, especially if you want to do stuff like, you know, bent over rows where you're really just throwing weights around, you can really pile them on. So there's that, which I think is the main issue. Now, if we see Newbell or these other guys come out with either an expansion kit or a more expensive, heavier set, then I think that moves them above the power block. So that's why I'm kind of waiting right now. I'm just holding out to see, because I think there's going to be a lot of home gym equipment that's being made, and, you know, whether it's this year or next year, like, it's become such a much bigger market now. I'm okay with just holding back. You know, it's an accessory piece at the end of the day. It's not, you know, allowing you to squat, bench, or deadlift, so it's not, you know, required. But I'm just gonna sit back and wait and see what comes. Like, if you can get something like the Dumbbell that goes up to 120, I think that's perfect. The other issue with those is they are plastic, so they have a lot of plastic parts. We don't know long term, you know, if they're gonna fall apart eventually. If you know, you drop once, do all the plates crack? Are they useless? You know, that would be something I'd be concerned about here, because I do have some horse stone mats, but for the most part the floor is concrete, so dropping one of those, you know, I'm even worried about dropping the steel plates that I have just on the floor, so that could be an issue. But yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking for right now. I would rank those 1, 2, 3, and then you can get into stuff like the Pepin dumbbells, which are spin locks, but they're better than the other spin locks that we were talking about, the 1-inch spin locks that, you know, they have the threaded rod that sticks out of the end and jabs you in your foot, and, you know, the plates are huge and they're all awkward. The Pepin ones are pretty cool. They're cheaper than the Dumbbells. The trade-off is you have the spin lock adjustment, so you have to slide the plates on one by one. So it takes a little bit longer to set up. But the cap that you screw in, it has a flat end on it, and all the plates, you know, they're going to be the same size. You know, it comes as a set. But the cool thing about those is they go up to like 160 or something like that. So that's pretty cool. But the trade-off is it's going to take you a lot longer to adjust them. But I think that's a great kind of budget option. They're also Canadian. I think they're in Montreal. That's a great kind of budget option if you're like in between, you're not really sure. Plus, obviously, you can buy them, you can turn around and sell them. Right now, you're not going to have an issue. You'll probably make money doing it. But yeah, so that's my thoughts. That's my plans on adjustable dumbbells. Let me know what you guys think down below in the comment section. If there's anything that you've got your eyes on, or you're waiting for Power Blocks or Iron Masters to come back in stock. A lot of these are just out of stock, so I mean, I put that aside for the video because I assume that's going to stop eventually. But yeah, so that's what the chicken thinks. Let me know what you guys think down below in the comment section. As always, guys, thank you so much for watching. That is going to wrap it up for the video today. Make sure to leave a like if you found it interesting, entertaining, or informative. Don't forget to subscribe, and we will see you in the next one, guys. Chicken out. Back.